Welcome, everyone. Today's little presentation here is about my new book club coming up. Now, for those of you who are patrons, about a week ago, we did our very first informal book club because it was based on my new book, Accidentally on Purpose. I invited the patrons that are really a big part of our community here to jump on with me and ask any questions, candidly dive into my book. And at the same time, I announced that I want to do this for the works of others as well. Throughout the years of Conscious Media Network, Gaia, and now reginameredith.com, so many people have written and asked, what are your favorite books? What do you recommend? Now, the part of the problem is that the people that I interview for my site and for Gaia, also for Conscious Media Network in that day, are among the living. A lot of the works I really love and hold dear are written by people who have since passed this world and made transition into the other realms. And so I don't really chat as much about those books because I don't have an opportunity to do interviews on them. But this I felt would be the perfect venue to bring up some really beautiful esoteric works that are not as well known, but I really cherish. And so, for example, I have a few in my lap here. We have one, this British author, Geoffrey Hodgson, writes, here's Kingdom of the Gods, but he also writes about brownies and fairies and elves and the like, which is a really fascinating study on the Devic nature kingdom of entities. Joan Grant, Far Memory, she was just a wonderful mystic and channeler in the 40s, 50s, 60s. And her work, there's a great body of her work, one of my favorites being Winged Pharaoh, which is a great glimpse into the life of Egypt from her Far Memory. Beautiful rendering. Jacques Vallée, now he's alive, but he's in his 80s and he doesn't really get out and do interviews anymore, but kind of a very interesting insider in the 60s and 70s and all the different topics that we read about, particularly in conspiracy theory, that he was really party to. Here's one of a living author that I will end up doing, but it's kind of fun. Dean Radin, a physicist, talking about real magic. How the nature of reality that looks to be magic actually functions in a scientific way. Of course, this is what I'm reading right now, my bedtime reading. Rudolf Steiner looks like Jeremy Irons, serious guy. However, he was one of the greatest mystics of the 20th century, and I just love what Gary Lachman did with his life. Another one of my favorite series is that whimsical, beautiful, spiritual series, Ringing Cedars, the Anastasia series. And we might just pull one of these for a given book club month and look at it by subject, because Vladimir Megre wrote so many different topics. And of course, he speaks Russian, a way to get to him. So you kind of get an idea, a wide swath of subjects by esoteric authors that we may or may not know that much about, most of whom I cannot get to, but every now and then I do have a lot of contacts among the authors out there in alternative information. So every now and then we'll bring one of the authors on with us to discuss their book as well. But by and large, I really want to go with the things that I haven't had a chance to do on Gaia or among my interviews on my other sites. So with that, again, what I'll have at the $5 level of patronage is a book club a month. And also I'll be putting out probably one, maximum two of my vlogs, Regina Cantina. But remember, there's a whole body of them there already. And then, of course, anyone at the $10 level who comes into my other live event each month, two of them a month, is welcome to join in all of this, of course. So if you love to read, if you love to get together with a really beautifully developing international group of people online so I can see your face and you can see mine and we can discuss books, then join me for my new book club.